Fighting out of the blue corner.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sweet Science 2, brought to you by Peach Boxing, GladrapChannel, and All Aspects Drainage. Tonight we have a stacked 17 fight card with 14 amateur and 3 professional bouts. Calling the action, myself, Chop Chad Milnes, and with me the undefeated professional David the Great White Light, 17-0 with 10 KOs, and also ranked 4th in the world by the WBO at cruiserweight. How are you tonight, Dave? How has the action been for you this evening?
I'm going very well. Yeah, it's been an awesome night of boxing. It's just really awesome to see that the Pro-Am shows are getting put on again.
Yeah. I mean, for a while they weren't really a thing, right? It was corporates and pros and amateurs on their own. Yeah, it's cool to see that again, showcasing
like but no, it's awesome to see the crowd turn out and people tune in to watch some actual good boxing.
That's it, yeah. Like at the amateurs, it's the grassroots, and and without the amateurs, we don't have people like locals like Joseph Parker and I mean the man in the blue corner himself, David Tua, a product of the amateur program, an Olympic bronze medalist. I mean, I don't need to say much more. We all know who he is, what he's done.
Yeah, and it's awesome to see that these boxers get on and they can see who's at the top of the ticket, and they're thinking of the ways that they can move up from this amateur to being a headline pro.
Some goals for them, right? But here we have it anyway. In the red corner, fighting out of TJ Tauranga Boxing, we have Hannah Walker against Kirsten Repia, fighting out of David Tua's gym in the blue corner. This is a 58 kg bout. This is a catchweight bout, fought over 3-minute rounds. And then we have blue coming out strong from the bell. Kirsten Repia, punches and bunches.
Very strong start from blue.
Yeah, strong start. There we go. She steps on again, keeping that same momentum.
She had a fight a few weeks ago against Katie Repia. And the last time she had fought before that, I think, was against Katie 17 years prior. So she's coming off a big, long break from boxing.
That's pretty crazy, right? Big gap, and that's who she fights, right?
Have I messed that up?
You're telling the story, Dave. She's really letting her hands go in those close-in exchanges there, Blue. Using the shots around the side, and we have Hannah who's coming forward, preferring to throw shots down the middle. Looks like she has a little bit of range on her, a little bit of reach, and she's looking to utilize that reach with those long, straight shots. And commanding the center as well. She's putting on the pressure, holding that middle of the ring. She's going to keep Kirsten at the end of her shots.
Blue using the ring well. She's deciding when the action is. When she doesn't want the action anymore, she's moving around.
Yeah, this one, using her feet to dictate range. You're right. Caught a few long shots there, though, at the end. Very active style from Kirsten in blue. Lots of movement, lots of punches. And they're coming in, keeping that center of the ring, coming straight down the middle, but holding a fairly consistent work rate. Like she's got a fairly methodical approach. Working behind that jab, trying to look for that long right hand.
Red is holding the center of the ring, though, and trying to just whittle her down, keep her on the move.
Yeah, so keep her working.
Constantly engaged.
Yeah, that's it.
Hoping that she gasses. And
using that pressure, right.
And she's doing it fairly effectively, although her punches are considerably slower than her opponent.
Yeah, the hand speed from Kirsten in combination. She's been able to get off sort of 3-4 shots in an exchange and has been coming in sort of 1s and 2s. But you're right, putting on the pressure, making Kirsten use a lot of energy in this opening round. She's trying to put the work in early, bank those.
She started with a bang, but she's definitely slowed down a little bit.
You see the consistent work from Hannah and Red. A good right hand there over the jab, low left. Finishing with that uppercut there. End of round 1.
Good first round for both girls in their own way.
Yeah, it was sort of a round of two halves. The opening part of the round, Kirsten came in guns blazing, swapping fast shots, throwing shots in combination, lots of movement, and that consistent pressure from Hannah in red. We sort of at the end of the round started to sort of get her groove on, start to put shots together and land in success.
Sort of slow and steady, the turtle
Slow
against
and
the
steady.
rabbit.
Very experienced man in the blue corner, and in both corners. Both have been in boxing, for a long time, from my memory.
David Tour looking very intently at his fighter, delivering his instructions.
A lot of experience there. Seconds out, round 2. What adjustments will they make this round? Straight away, Hannah takes the center of the ring, starting with she finished in that last round behind that jab, off those long shots, cutting the ring off. Kirsten again, side to side movement, and in spurts, throwing fast combinations, working those shots around the side.
Hannah is hoping that her relentlessness carries her through this fight, weathering any shots and just keep marching forward, pushing her fighter around.
That's right, yeah, so get her to burn her energy quickly. Some really nice shots there from Kirsten. She's landed some shots in succession, 2-3 clean shots in a row. And those things steal the judge's eye. They're nice, tidy work. A bit of flash. Always nice to watch and steals your attention.
Hannah has cut up the ring off though, so forcing her to stay in the engagement.
Yeah, that's it. She has cut off the ring well. She's always got Kirsten against the ropes or close to the ropes, close to the corners.
Not charging in too much so that she can get her shots off and run away. Just keeping her there on the back foot.
Good pointing that out as well. Measuring her distance well. She's not really spoiling her work with the throws, often.
And she's saving a lot of energy in the process while Kirsten's spending a lot trying to move around.
Yeah, efficiency. Just like that, right. Just always on top of it. Always making Kirsten work, perhaps when she doesn't want to work, forced to work. Working behind that jab. Now you can see here, Hannah is starting to command the lead of the exchanges. She's starting to start and also finish.
And connecting a lot of punches in the meantime.
So Kirsten's starting to resort to throwing 1 to 2 shots at a time versus the 4 to 5, in that first round.
This has been a very good display of Hannah of the effectiveness of cutting the ring off.
Good contrast of styles. Very good contrast of styles. Different strategies, right? Consistency there in red.
Exactly.
She's held a consistent pace. Hasn't dropped off at all. If anything, she's picked up the intensity.
And blue seems to be getting a little bit flustered now by the pace of it.
But she's still landing nice shots. Still landing good shots. When she finds space, she's letting her hands go, and she is having success.
She's getting a little wobbly.
10 seconds out.
I don't know why she's running away so much. She seems to be doing really well on the exchanges.
Right, kind of just giving the middle of the ring away. Even if there's space between her and Hannah, she's content to step back and wait
really
close by the ropes.
Quickly into the ropes. I'm going to have to go with red on that round.
Yeah, so perhaps
I've got to run 1 round apiece.
In the first round, Kirsten had some nice shots. And then in the second round, Hannah looked to have some good consistent work, with that high work rate, really commanding the center of the ring. And also upping her punch rate as well in that second round. We come into this third round perhaps with an even fight. Perhaps. We don't know how the judges have it. We're going to have some adjustments in this third round, or we're going to see more of the same. This is when a style like Hannah's really comes into light. You know, she's banked those early rounds, keeping that pressure on. You know, perhaps making Kirsten feel a bit upset.
Her
Not
expression
upset,
hasn't
but
changed at all. It's the whole fight.
consistent. There you go, nice right hand to start. Now this is her point in the match, right? She's put in the work early. So she can really jump on this and you know get the fruit of her labors in this third round.
She's still controlling well and just slipping the punches coming back.
Nice long shots. Right, they've really well pointed out. She really knows her range well. You know, when she throws, she's not really crowding her shots. She's catching her at the end of her punches.
Very efficient boxer, not wasting energy doing anything unnecessary. Just pulling out, just out of range. Cutting the ring off, not diving in.
You're right, and she's jumping right on her as well. After exchanges, barely any time for Kirsten to reset. Hannah's right there, throwing shots straight away.
But at this point, it's going to come down to who wants it more.
Kirsten really has to dig deep here. And she is. Moving side to side, trying to buy a little breather.
Backing off again.
Yells from the crowd, urging the girls on. Nice right hand there from Kirsten. She's had a bit of success with that right hand over the top, that wide right hand. This Hannah has a very busy lead hand. It's always out working. There's that opportunity there for the shot over the top. Kirsten really digging deep here. Both girls are having success this round as well. Kirsten digging deep, upping her punch volume from that last round. Oh, good right hand over the top there again. But Hannah, they're still there, marching forward.
Great contrast in styles, like you said.
TGA boxing, I've seen a few fighters that have this style. That Ariane Nicholson, I'm pretty sure that's Ariane Nicholson, also similar style, marches forward, efficient, works behind the jab, commands the center of the ring, holds her feet.
Yeah, I think that's been another big key for Red, is keeping the jab working as she's stepping onto her. And after the exchanges, and always trying to lead with that jab. If she gets this fight, she can credit
the
a lot
best
of that
fight
to
of
that
boxing,
jab.
right?
Both girls end really strongly. Great fight.
Yeah, it was quite a solid third round, actually. After that second round, it looked like Hannah had started to take command in that second round. To us, or to me anyway. It looked like she started to command that round, but then Kirsten dug deep in that round and started to open up, throwing more shots, and actually a hard third round to call. When I started to feel like Hannah had started to get the rewards from her work early from that consistent pressure.
Yeah, I think Kirsten definitely upped her game coming into the last round.
Yeah. But sensing the urgency from that last round.
Again, you never see what the judges see, do you?
Yeah, exactly. Hard bout to call, but we are not too far away from our decision. Here we go, Daryl Husband for our result. The judges have scored this unanimous victory, and the winner by the blue corner. So blue walks away with the victory in this bout. The judges seem to favour her perhaps that first round and probably that second round. I would say that those might be the rounds that the judges gave her. She started very strong in that first round from the bell, throwing lots of shots, and then in that last round, like I was saying earlier, almost she came back in that last round and upped her work rate and didn't just let Hannah walk her down as much. in that second round. So she really picked it up, and she pushed hard on that last round to earn the victory from the judges. How do you feel about that, Dave?
Yeah, I totally agree, and I'm just really impressed with the female boxing tonight when they've actually put on probably the better displays of actual boxing, moving in and out, getting hit, not getting hit, and stylistic differences.
Yeah, right. Like using their feet, moving their heads. Yeah, using boxing as opposed to trying to trade, land big shots.
First of all, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank guys for Peach and his team. Show tonight. Thank you guys.
Nice one, Dave.
I'll keep it short and sweet. Also, I'd like to thank everyone for coming along and support Peach tonight.
On you, Dave.
It's very true. Without everyone coming out and supporting boxing in this way, we couldn't have these shows.
Yeah, it's awesome to see all these people out. Sold out event. All the tables full. Packed out venue. So that's awesome for boxing in New Zealand here.
And I always knew you were going to become a preacher. Did you become a preacher too? Yep. Who are you preaching for? People. Actually, we created an amazing space in the gym. There's a lot of broken people, broken youth that comes to the gym. What's really important is the kids don't want to know what they're going through and what they're being called by a lot of people. For us, we speak life into people, to these kids, and allow them to know that they can be anything. If I can do it, they can do it.
And some people have the wrong impression of the fight. They think it's all about fighting. What other disciplines and life lessons are you learning while you train to fight and the respect you afford your opponent when you do?
I think the biggest key for me is humility. You can be the greatest athlete in any sports, but if you're not a decent person, it doesn't mean anything for me.
Good on you, David. It's good to see you again, mate. When are you going to Parliament?
I'm going to ask this guy.
This guy wants you to do a moment party.
Yes, please. No, seriously, I'm not going to take too much time. Once again, thank you everyone for your support. Wanted to wish all my mothers for the upcoming event on Mother's Day. Thank you very much. Thanks, man. Thanks very much.